few years ago on the internet, I found a 1987 Porsche 924S. Mine's a 77 and in horrible shape. This 924S that we got for Mrs. P was in pretty darn good shape. It ran, it drove, the air conditioning worked, everything worked. But just like any Porsche, things happen. Like I said, I found this on the internet. We were watching Gas Monkey Garage on television, and I went and looked at their website, and listed for sale was this 924 Porsche from Gas Monkey Garage up in the Dallas area. And I couldn't believe it. And we got to talking about it, and sure enough, we'd actually seen this in the background of some of the shots where they were working in their shop at Gas Monkey Garage for the television show. There was this little 924, little white, and it was like, and I remember wondering at the time, hey, what are they going to do to that Porsche? Then we saw it again. What are they going to do to that Porsche? And then lo and behold, this Porsche shows up on the internet for sale. So I was kind of excited about it. Didn't know much about it. And actually went and drove up to Gas Monkey Garage to go look at the car. And yeah, it was in pretty darn good shape. It runs, it drives, the clutch was decent, the air conditioning even worked, and the story we got was this belonged to a widow from Pennsylvania. Her husband used this to drive back and forth to the golf course, and it's been garaged its entire life, and it looks like it. And her husband passed away. She moved to the Dallas area to be closer to her kids, and she doesn't like driving a stick. She wanted an automatic. So she went and tried to sell it, and they ended up selling it over at Gas Monkey Garage. So we went and got the car, had it shipped down to us here at the farm. I start going through the stuff in the back, and what do I find? Golf balls and golf tees and receipts for a country club and what do you call them? Green fees. So yeah, I guess they were telling the truth about that. And that was it. Life got in the way. Things happened. This got pushed off in the corner. It sat. We didn't drive it. Well, I guess it's been about 3 years now, and it's still sitting in the barn. And I've found an awful lot of other things to go and spend money on. Like I say, I keep finding other things to spend money on, like tractors and chicken coops and greenhouses and fish and other stuff here on the farm. But anyway, this is Mrs. P's 924S, and that's the story behind it. And I need to get this thing back on the road. It's not going to take much. However, we discovered when we slapped the battery in it, since it's been sitting so long, I didn't want to start it with the old gas, because it's got some old gas in this puppy. Let me get the prop rod. The little cylinders still work, but I don't trust them. So I use a prop rod just to make sure this thing isn't going to bonk me in the head. But anyway, I wasn't going to start it with the old gas that's been sitting there for 3 years, because you know what alcohol gas does to things. So I'm going to have to go and flush the fuel system. From what I understand, I've got a little spot down here. I can go and put a hose on into a bucket, and I can just turn the key on, jumper the turn on the fuel pump, and just run it all out. Then I'll put fresh gas in it. We tried to move it, and now the clutch pedal goes to the floor. So that's going to be a slave cylinder for the clutch, and while you're at it, go ahead and do the master cylinder for the clutch, since, you know, we're doing them all. That way there won't ever be a problem when we get it back on the road. Okay, so there's something else we got to fix. Oh, by the way, there's no brake fluid in it anymore. We obviously have a brake fluid leak somewhere. Either that or the hydraulic reservoir for the brake and the clutch is connected. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that out. But it was like, you know, I opened it up and it was like, there's no brake fluid in here. Must be because something happened. So we got to fix that. And this thing went and left a huge puddle of oil all over the floor. Come to find out, the rear main oil seal, because it's been sitting so long, the rear main oil seal is gone. So that's something else we're going to have to fix.